Smashbox Labs.
What up, Jake Paulers?
Yeah, what up, Viners, dank memers, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Why was he the one who did that shitty rap music video?
Yeah, and then begged his subscribers to get him to #1 on iTunes, and then tweeted to people that he was passing. I want to say Kendrick Lamar was one of them.
Oh yeah, he tweeted Kendrick.
Yeah. I just opened up YouTube a minute ago and saw that he doxed Post Malone apparently.
Why would someone dox Post Malone?
I don't know.
It's like maybe he's just looking for the most obscure thing he can possibly be infamous for.
Right.
Because
Well, my thing is, like, Post Malone's a memester,
Yeah, he's a meme master.
and I feel like Post Malone might have memed on Jake Paul and he didn't appreciate it or something.
I mean, it has to be something stupid like that. Cause
Yeah. Or maybe it's just because Post Malone's cool with H3H3, and then H3H3 has been saying some not so nice things about Jake Paul.
I don't think anyone's been saying good shit about Jake Paul. I
No.
don't even think Jake Paul likes Jake Paul at this point.
His parents probably still love him.
I don't think his brother does.
Well, I mean, do you still love your brother even despite all his bullshit?
I don't know if I can answer that. Because if he dies
a no?
soon, I don't want to be implicated.
Right.
But no, I don't like Jeremy very much.
I think if he died, it'd be by his own hand.
Yeah, that's true. I will,
Doing something stupid.
I'll give Jeremy this. He's got great taste in books.
Really?
Yeah, like, I really love talking to my brother about literature and shit like that.
That's
but-
surprising from a guy who was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go rob a guy for some heroin.
Yeah,
I just want you to know in case something happens."
yeah. It's one of those things where, like, when you think about it, it doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah.
But-
You don't picture heroin. Not just heroin addicts, but like people that rob people for heroin. You don't really
Yeah.
picture them as being the
Literary.
well-read type. Yeah.
Well, sorry guys, we're doing this at 4 a.m. I've got some yawns in me, but
It's 3:50 in the morning. Thank you very much.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
I didn't wait that long.
But
would have been sooner. We've been playing some Kingdom Hearts lately.
oh yeah, we've been fucking
Prepping for
going
Game
through it.
3. Well, it's not technically Game 3, but it's the third. It's named 3. Fuck
Yeah,
you. All right,
Kingdom
you know
Hearts
what I meant.
3D and Kingdom Hearts 3 itself is what we're about to be playing. Because 3D, you might not know this, Gaza, is the shortening for Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure you
caught that.
figured. Yeah, but it's Dream Drop Distance is a game that's really close to my heart because it was the delivery of something I'd been waiting for a long time.
What's that?
A meaningful sequel to Kingdom Hearts.
Really?
Yeah, because it's the interquel between 2 and 3.
Oh, okay.
It's like
I thought it was supposed to be the interval with. Oh yeah, that's what you just said, and I'm a dumbass.
Oh, it's fine, dude. It's super late. We're probably both not operating at 100%.
I mean, I'm doing all right. I've been staying up pretty late lately,
Mhm.
mostly because I'm a dumbass.
It happens, man.
Well, you're not a dumbass. But I understand. It's fine. I understand. It is late. I get it. You're not really on your toes right now. I'll forgive this slight transgression.
Yeah, but
I'm
Dream
gonna kill you, but I mean,
Dream Drop Distance is a game where I haven't beaten Dream Drop Distance. It's the only Kingdom Hearts game I have
Really?
not beaten.
okay.
I
I just figure. I say really. I haven't until we started playing them recently.
Mhm.
I hadn't played any of them, so I guess I can't really talk like, oh, really? You haven't beat Dream Drop Distance? Come on! But you seemed super into the series, so I figured that you had played and beat all of them.
Oh, yeah, this might be a good story. We had it on 3DS, right? Which is obviously
Oh shit! That's what happened. Isn't
yeah,
it?
and
Oh,
Fat
God.
Ass stole our 3DS.
Yeah.
So I never got to finish Dream. I was halfway through the fucking game.
Well, you call him fat ass, but people are going to confuse that fat ass for another fat ass we've talked about.
Both
This
are awful.
this one's Fat Andy.
Yeah, this is Fat Andy.
Fat Andy the thief.
And Fat Andy stole our 3DS.
Like a dick. Real dick move, Andrew.
Yeah.
Andy. And
Shoes,
whatever.
what is he meowing about? Where
Whichever
is he?
one, I don't know. I think he's under your seat.
Oh.
I can't really look. I'm playing Dr. Mario right now.
Yeah, go on though. Whichever.
Whichever one he wants to be called by, either Andy or Andrew,
You're gonna
I will
call
call him the opposite.
Yeah, I feel you. I gotta say, he's the only person Matt has ever introduced me to that I didn't like.
Mm.
I don't like Andrew because he took the 3DS and Fire Emblem. I hadn't even fucking opened Fire Emblem yet.
That's shitty, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, stealing anything from anybody is shitty, but I mean, that's especially shitty.
He took the 3DS and all of our games.
Yeah, fuck you, Fat Andy.
Yeah, come on, you piece of shit.
You motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. So I haven't beaten Dream Drop Distance for that reason. However, it's one of those games where I really wanted to play it with Matt when we had it.
I think it's excusable that you didn't beat it, considering the fact that it was stolen.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's true.
like removed from your property without your consent, knowledge, or willingness.
Mm-hmm. It's a really good game. It's really interesting, really fun.
Just a shitty situation.
Yeah. But the whole gimmick, for those of you who don't know, is that you're on a timer with every world that you're in, right?
And don't spoil it, because I haven't played the game yet, so no spoilers. No, it's an old game, but don't spoil it, please.
I got you. So the whole gimmick is that in one phase you're Sora, right? There are two phases, day and night. In one phase you're Sora, and the other one you're Riku. So you go through the game, and you visit the same worlds for the most part. There might be one different one, but I hadn't gotten to it yet.
Okay.
But you go to the same worlds at different times. And oftentimes, one will have been there before the other, so you'll see the results of what they did.
Right, so is Riku a bad guy in that one?
No, he's a good guy.
Okay.
I will give you that snippet, if only because that was in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Right.
So that's...
So that it does tell us that, like, at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, and like the last world or so is where we get that. Because we're playing through that now.
I mean, that's not a major fuck up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't screw yourself.
Yeah. I was really worried that you were going to have to do all of the talking, because I'm not great at Dr. Mario. I'm decent. Not great. I'm playing on low speed, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
But even at low speed, the higher levels get pretty crazy, pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not super. I'm not gonna just stand here and be like, oh, I'm a really good Dr. Mario player, but I'm decent, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can beat like 15 on medium speed.
And what are you at now?
I think that's my max. Level 4, because I know I want this to be a decently long little one-off,
Escapade.
little one-off thing that we do here.
Mm-hmm. But so at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, and this is 10 years old, so I'm not spoiling it for you. I'm just summarizing the position we're in.
Well, you are spoiling it because we haven't completed Kingdom Hearts 2 yet.
Well,
if you spoil anything.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying, like, at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, Sora's alive.
What?
Yeah, I know. Shocker. He's doing his thing. And
Does not do the die at the end of the game?
Yeah, and he's trying to become a master.
I thought for sure he was going to do the die.
Yeah, and you've played Birth by Sleep, right?
Yes.
You and me, we sat down.
Shit. Okay, no, this is fine.
Yeah, we went
This is going to be a messy end. Hold on.
We went
Hold on to your butts, everybody.
You got this.
Yes, this is fine.
Double blue.
This is fine. I mean, and I'm not even saying that in like the comic of the dog sitting drinking his coffee. Yeah. And the world around him's on fire. This is fine. This is legitimately fine. This will be okay.
This is, in fact, all right.
Yeah. Everything gonna be all right. Okay.
But yeah. So he's trying to become a master, and that's what this game is about. That's what Dream Drop Distance is.
Okay.
So he's taking the mark of mastery that Terra and Van.
Everybody wants to be a master. That's cool. But my only complaint about Kingdom Hearts 2 has to be that it's not that. I really like the Birth by Sleep combat system.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know that Birth by Sleep came out after Kingdom Hearts. Why did I just do that?
I don't know, man.
Birth by Sleep came out after Kingdom Hearts 2, so it's like a newer combat system, but it's so fucking good. You're like, it just makes you wish that they had that whenever Kingdom Hearts 2 was being made.
Yeah.
It's just that good.
I don't know why they couldn't, because, okay, in the remaster, right, they've done Chain of Memories for PS2, and that uses a similar, albeit slightly different combat system to the original Chain of Memories.
Chain of Memories?
Did I say Birth by Sleep the first time?
Yes.
Yeah, I meant to say Chain of Memories got remastered for PS2, and it has a very similar combat system, but slightly different one. So it seems to me like what they could have done was with their existing system, since Birth by Sleeps is based off of 2, could they not have updated 2 to use Birth by Sleeps?
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
For a more consistent kind of feel across the games.
Yeah, I think we can all agree on one thing though.
Mm-hmm.
Chain of Memories sucks.
Yeah, Chain of Memories. When I first played it, right, the GBA game.
Yeah, that's the thing. It works on Game Boy Advance because you're like, it's a Game Boy Advance game. You don't expect it to be anything like super intricate or anything like that.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna remaster it and put it on PS4, why would you use that system?
Beyond that, why would you not make an actual environment? Because I don't know if you looked around while you played it.
It's all just. Does the whole game take place just in Transverse Town?
No, it's just black.
What?
When you look around, there are no walls.
Oh my god! I didn't look around that much. I mean, I literally started playing the tutorial and I'm like, oh yeah, this is really bad. And then I was just like spamming start, trying to get the fuck out of the tutorial. I just kicked my desk.
Oh, I feel you.
Sorry for the noise.
I like the plot of the Kingdom Hearts games. They're a little convoluted, and I meme about it. The whole everyone's Xehanort. That's just a meme.
What? No, everybody's not actually Xehanort.
What? I know.
What? Why would you spoil that?
I know, man.
What is wrong with you? I'm trying to enjoy the Kingdom Hearts series for the first time, and you're just gonna go spoil shit, dude. What the hell's the matter with you? Like what?
I'm waiting until I make that meme at D&D at some point, and then one of our friends.
I think I'm probably the only one that hasn't played it now because Chandler, I think Jersh and Chandler played them together because they made a joke about them at D&D.
Yeah, that sounds right. But the games, I love the plot to them. It gets convoluted after a point, but they're still very cute.
Lots of games have convoluted plots.
Oh, yeah. And
especially Square Enix games. Holy fuck. Oh, God.
What the fuck is going on? And, okay, I'm going to sound like a total retard.
Yeah?
But I played Final Fantasy VII. Narratively speaking, I didn't get the point of half that game.
Well, see, you're an eco-terrorist working for the Avalanche group.
Are you really?
I think that's how it goes.
Because admittedly, I have not played this game in ever. I got to the end of the first disc, and then I watched playthroughs online because I was like, I don't fucking like Final Fantasy.
I've never played it, but I'm trying to remember the Starbomb song. Final Fantasy VII's plot is convoluted, or the simple plot to Final Fantasy VII. That's what it's called.
I need to pull that up. Are you sure it's a Starbomb song? I think it's just an Ego Raptor thing.
That's from the Starbomb.
On the game show?
What? Yeah, it's because Danny does he's the game show or the talk show host. Because it's Cloud, this is getting complex, so we're gonna move on to one of our other fine guests.
I feel that.
Yeah, that's a Starbomb one. Trust me, I've been jamming out to some Starbomb lately.
I noticed when earlier I was playing Kingdom Hearts and I said something that reminded you of one of the songs, and you sang out like half of it. That's not a bad thing. It's a good thing, but it caught me off guard.
But I like music, dude, so fucking sue me.
I'm not...
I mean, don't actually sue me. I don't have the money to, like, counter. I can't hire a lawyer. If you were, I would have to represent myself.
Well, now it would be rude to sue you.
Yeah.
You got me there.
Yeah. I mean, Bandai Namco apparently wouldn't have an issue with that.
Yeah, what is going on with all that?
I mean, I don't know. It was really dumb. For those of you who don't know, I actually don't know if I re-mentioned this. I mentioned it in one of the pilot episodes that have since been removed from the channel. But I have a solo channel that I used to make content for. I haven't really been doing it lately. I did release like 2 videos since I've moved down here, but they were just like stupid shit. Like the one was me eating a habanero back when I was in Ohio. It's like the last thing I ever recorded in Ohio was me eating a habanero. It was supposed to be for a Rogue Legacy challenge. I bought a whole bunch of fucking habaneros, and I was just gonna eat them every time I died. But they tasted like shit. So after I bit into the first one, I was like, oh no, this was a real bad idea. And I ran to the bathroom. I vomited pretty profusely.
Yeah.
Like aggressive vomiting. And then I get back to my desk, and then the heat starts to hit me. Like after I sit back down and I'm like, I think I'm good. then the heat actually hits me, and I'm like, fuck, I'm not good. I was like, not only did I just vomit my fucking guts out from eating a habanero, but now my mouth is on fire.
Oh, did I feel that? You know me, I have a habit of making things a lot harder than they need to be.
Yeah.
As evidenced,
You're playing critical. You're playing through Kingdom Hearts 2 in critical mode, and hating it right now.
I mean, it's still fun.
I'm sorry, you seem to be hating it, but you claim you're having fun.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm that kind of person who I have fun by throwing my head against a wall.
Yeah, I don't get that. That's how you get concussions, dude.
That's true. It's one of those things where overcoming it eventually is what gives me that kind of rush of, oh man, this was awesome.
Yeah.
So it's like, I love the Dark Souls games, I love Ninja Gaiden,
We need to play Dark Souls eventually, because I've started each of the games, and then just, well, what happened with the first one, I got to a point where I didn't know what the fuck to do, so it's like, I'll play the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, that's the right decision to make instead of, like, looking at a walkthrough and completing the game. Just start the second game. And then I'm like, I'll play the... I don't know why I did that. I'll play the second game before the third game comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Then the third game comes out, and I played it at a friend's house, and it's really fucking good. So I just buy that, and then not launch Dark Souls 2 again. And I'm like, I'm not going to finish that.
Yeah.
And then I get... Okay, here's my thing. The first time I played Dark Souls 3, I played it at my friend Caleb's house.
Okay.
A guy I worked with, and also a friend from high school, but a guy I was working with at the time. He's like, hey, you want to come over and play Dark Souls? It just came out today. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, let's do it. And went over there. I beat the first two bosses, first try. No problem. I get home. I was like, you know what, I'm going to sit down. I got the game. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to record some Dark Souls 3. I'm going to have a fun time. I'm going to record some Dark Souls 3. And I can't beat the first boss. The tutorial boss. I'm like, wow, okay. Yeah, I guess I suck.
Despite having
like one shot it the first time. And like I can have Jacob vouch for me on this because he was quite literally there. Like, we hung out and just played Dark Souls and ate pizza. And played with his dog and his cat. Well, actually his cats hid from me. They were like hiding under the bed in the other room.
Oh.
Just terrified because there was somebody in their home. A stranger. He taught them cats well, though. They don't talk to strangers.
That's true.
You gotta teach them young not to talk to strangers.
See, I feel as though Shoes, being the little impetuous bastard that he is, would talk immediately to any stranger.
Yeah, especially if we told him not to do it.
Yeah, like I feel like Shoes at first would be very ambivalent, but then if we were like, don't talk to that stranger, he'd be like, oh, I gotta talk to him.
I gotta do it now. Nobody tells me what to do.
Exactly. I feel like, so I gotta ask this question. This has been bugging me the whole time.
What's that?
What the fuck is with that little magnifying glass?
Oh, that's just showing the bugs. Showing the bugs you gotta kill.
Do they die?
Yeah, like whenever I get rid of the last red one, the red one will die when I get rid of the last blue one. If something fell over, she was over there playing with it, or is
No,
it
it just fell.
just a ghost? You tell me
We've
there's a
been
ghost in
getting
the
that
house?
a lot lately, man.
Spooky ghost in the house?
We've been getting a lot of weird ghosty
Ah! You're supposed to scream with me.
shit. I mean, I just feel like we're gonna use our bat soon.
Oh, but you can't fight a ghost with a bat, dude.
Not with that attitude.
Oh, okay.
All I'm saying is, if you go in there with the right attitude, you'll win every time.
Or a ghost is gonna kick my ass and drag me to the afterlife prematurely.
Look, I may or may not have. Wow, you that one wasn't your best drop.
Shut up.
I may or may not have taken out a life insurance policy based on the fact that a ghost would eventually come and kill you.
Okay, so you have ghost-based life insurance in which the payout will only pay out if a ghost does in fact murder me. Oh my goodness. I tried that at the last second and I didn't hit the left. It just, fuck me, dude.
I mean, I'm not going
Oh,
to say
goodness.
I have done that. I'm not going to say that is in fact my strategy. But
Because
yes.
that would make it insurance fraud, right?
Yeah, I guess.
What do you mean you guess?
I mean, it'd only be insurance fraud if I actually intended to kill you with a ghost.
What?
What? At this point, I'm seeing what level of confusion it takes to fuck you up.
Why?
I want to see how it goes. Oh, 2 reds in a row. That's nice. So is Mario an actual fucking doctor?
No, Dr. Mario is a whole different dude.
Is he like Mario's
fuck.
successful cousin? Like what the fuck?
I don't know what the relation is there. I thought I had it the wrong way, so I flipped it, and then I realized no, it was the right way. So I tried to flip it around quickly, and then I didn't want to fuck up, so I just set it off to the side. I was like, "You just sit over here. I'm not dealing with you right now." Okay.
Okay, so you got how many viruses left? 4? 5?
7.
I'm really bad at math.
It's fine. I understand. Okay, there we go. That's a good clear.
That was really essential, I think.
Boom.
Boom.
That's good.
Yeah, now you're breaking it down.
All right. Gonna bust a move. Breaking it down and busting a move.
That's true.
I don't know what I'm talking about. It's late.
Yeah. So what part of Kingdom Hearts to you has been memorable? Any parts of it?
For Kingdom Hearts 2?
All of them, I guess. The ones we've played.
I don't know. I really only played like the first half of Kingdom Hearts 1, and then Aqua's story for Birth by Sleep. You've played literally everything else. Actually, I played the Roxas intro to Kingdom Hearts 2, so I've played that too, which was super interesting, but it also seems sort of like edgy, like it's trying to be edgy.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, I mean, this would be cool if I was a kid, and I recognize that it's a kid's game. It would be super cool. Like if I was 12, 13 years old, I'd probably love the shit out of it.
Like if you're playing it for the first time when you're young. Yeah, that was kind of how it was for me. I remember. I think I've always liked Kingdom Hearts since I started playing it. I don't like the first game. You and I have talked about this off camera. I don't like the first game. I think the pacing isn't good. I think the order of the worlds is very not good.
Yeah, I get that.
I think that just the way a lot of worlds are structured is not good too.
I didn't have any problems with the level design per se, which is normally the first thing that I look at. Because I'm an arrogant bastard.
I mean, that's fair. You're allowed to do that.
Okay, so this should be pretty simple to finish here. Either I clear this out. So yeah, let's do this. Boom. I just gotta get this down there. Oh fuck, I fucked that up. Oops. Honey, I shrunk the kids.
You're getting there though. You're making it.
I guess. I mean, like
it's gonna be a little rough, but you're gonna.
Cost?
Yeah, you should be fine.
Yeah. This doesn't get too fast. Because it does speed up. I don't know if you've noticed, but there we go.
Yeah.
But it does speed up progressively. It starts out pretty slow, and it gets pretty fast if you take too long. Which I was starting to take too long.
So what is the memorable bits for you?
Memorable bits? I can't really say that one thing was like my favorite memorable thing. I think Aqua's story was pretty cool. I liked playing it a lot. I think it might have been mostly the combat system. I don't know. You made me play it on proud mode. It wasn't that bad. I thought it was going to be horrible. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to actually beat this. I had to do some extra grinding, but it wasn't terribly bad. I don't mind grinding in video games. I used to play World of Warcraft a fair bit, and I just started getting back into EverQuest. So obviously, the grind ain't a problem. I hope EverQuest is grindy, because if not, I'm going to sound like a dumbass. I haven't played enough EverQuest to really know if it's grindy or not.
I feel you.
EverQuest 2, by the way, not EverQuest 1.
Because EverQuest 1 shut down now, right?
I have no idea.
I want to say they shut down the servers in like 2012.
It would make sense. They're both really old games.
Yeah, that's true.
I think there's like 13 expansions. Or I think there's like 10 expansions and 3 adventure packs or something. There's some combination of
expansions,
adventure packs and expansions that equates to 13. I fucked that up. I have to rotate that. But,
so
I was doing air quotes with one hand.
I feel you. So you kind of know my score for Kingdom Hearts. I love Ven and I love Terra. I think Terra's voice acting is pretty bad.
Yeah, like my my Dr. Mario gameplay right now.
No, you're still okay.
Yeah. I mean, most things are recoverable in this game. You've got to fuck up like super hard to really, really fuck yourself.
Mm-hmm. But one thing that I get a lot of flack about is I think Riku's voice acting sucks.
Why? Why is that something you get flack about? His voice acting does suck.
Yeah.
I would say arguably it's worse than Terra's, because Terra has some redeeming moments.
Yeah, he does. Well, his character
like the parts where he doesn't talk.
Yeah, like where he has the armor, the lingering will.
Well, not only that, but just like parts where there could be some shitty line he says, and he just doesn't say anything, and you're just like so thankful for it because it would have ruined the moment so bad.
Yeah. But I get flack from our friend group for it. I'm sure you can guess where from. I'd prefer not to, mention it.
No, but you gotta say names. You gotta call them out right now.
Bill and Tom.
Damn it, Bill and Ted.
Shit, yeah.
Their excellent adventure.
Yeah, but I get a lot of flack for it because apparently that's really genuine delivery.
Fuck off. Anybody who thinks they could fuck all the way off.
Yeah, it's like
holy fuck. It's bad. It's so bad. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like the most laughable thing. Like I get the whole Final Fantasy X laughing meme. I get that. Do you know that one?
Nope.
There's a scene where the voice acting is really, really bad in Final Fantasy X, but everything I've seen tells me it's on purpose.
Oh.
Like they're laughing, they're fake laughing, but because it's people acting as though they're acting, it's really bad. There's too many layers to it.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I'm saying that for the show. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
We'll look it up after this.
Okay.
It seems as though you're doing pretty good, though.
I mean, you say that. I have a bad feeling. This is getting a little bit quick, and this is early. Like this is I normally don't fucking get fucked this early, but I guess I can attribute it to the fact that I'm also trying to talk. I've messed up a lot. It's also I am pretty tired, but
that's true.
I have messed up a fair bit already on early levels, and I hope that it doesn't mean I'm gonna fuck up too bad.
I mean, you're almost done with this level.
Yeah, I guess. I do have a fair bit to clean out now to get the rest of this done.
I mean, you're about to clean a lot of it, I think.
So you say that.
If you get one double blue.
Fuck.
2 double blue, jeez.
Yeah.
So, this is not Mario, we've cleared that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Is he in, like, Mario Tennis and shit?
He's in Super Smash Brothers.
What?
I think Melee? Or maybe Melee and Brawl, he's his own character.
See, I've never liked Smash. Well, okay, let me rephrase.
Why?
I've liked Smash, but I can't stand the Smash community.
It's one of my favorite fighting games because it's such a casual, just like, haha, let's dick around and beat each other up kind of fighting game.
I think that's part of the reason I dislike it, because if you go to like an event or something...
Like filthy fucking casual.
Well, no, it's like if you go to an event, the people who are there for Smash are usually like the most rude motherfuckers on the planet.
Well, you've seen the "That Ain't Falco" meme for sure.
Yeah.
That was people being rude as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yeah, people who play Smash are trying to attain that level of memery.
Yeah, and all it ends up being is just super cringy and fucking rude. And...
Well, I mean, cringe is fun sometimes. Fuck, I should have used that over there instead of being right there like a dumbass.
I think the overlying problem I have with the community is that they try to distance themselves from other fighters.
Yeah.
And it's like...
Well, I don't blame them.
I mean, why though?
Well, Street Fighter is a horrible game.
Yeah.
They're trying to milk that game for more money than it's worth.
Yeah, that is true. Capcom is a horrible company.
Guile was a DLC character.
Which makes no sense.
No, that should have been a base character.
If
I had known that Guile wasn't in the game, I wouldn't have bought the game.
Like, if it's one thing to make like Rashid a DLC character, because I like Rashid, but it's like
he was my man.
Yeah, it's like you gotta have fucking essentials in your cast.
Yeah, like Guile.
Yeah, like it's one thing.
Guile's theme goes with everything. Why don't you have him on the main roster? He should be number one. He should be on the cover next to Ryu.
I mean,
cut Ken out of there, paste him in. Yeah, just like that. I'm gonna do this as I'm talking. I'm probably not going to. I'm gonna be pissed off at myself for promising such a thing while I'm tired, and then I'll probably like roll my eyes and be like, guess I'll fucking do it.
Can you do one other thing?
Probably not.
Oh damn! I was gonna say put up that image of quote unquote Abigail.
Oh, if I can find it.
I'll be able to find it for you. I guarantee it. I think I have it
send
saved.
it to me on Discord.
Yeah.
Because holy fuck, if that was the new DLC character, I would have been very happy.
I would have fucking played it. You know,
I'd have played nothing but Abigail.
Yeah, but do you?
I don't even want to describe the picture. I just want it to pop up and people to enjoy it. Well, the one or two people that watch this will enjoy it.
Yeah, like the one or two people who watch it, maybe if they know like some kind of there's a little bit of fighting game terminology.
Fuck.
Do you ever think like how weird it is that so many games have their own like terminology and community and shit?
No.
Because like even if you look at like Guilty Gear, right?
Well, my thing is I grew up playing like World of Warcraft, like online games. Mm-hmm. I'm so used to it that it's not weird to me.
It just weirds me out because like you could look at a game like Guilty Gear and you have such a different terminology almost than a game like Street Fighter.
Well, it's like I'm starting to play EverQuest 2 again, and I say again, but I mean I didn't really play that much of it to begin with, but I'm starting to play it again, and I'm seeing things in chat. There are some familiar terms, there are some unfamiliar terms, and you sort of just kind of gotta use context or just outright Google what the fuck people are talking about sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Also, it appears, friend, as though this Dr. Mario run is running on a bit.
Yeah. You got a problem with that?
I mean, we're at half an hour.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be a podcast, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it's going to be, except for we're playing Dr. Mario this whole time. This is like, I think of it like Action Hank. We're like, let's do a goofy one-off, and then we liked it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if so much we liked it as much as you wanted to do better and or beat me.
It was one of those things where, like, I'm not a competitive... I mean, I am a competitive person. I can't say I'm not a competitive person. But it's one of those things where I have a certain dignity that I want to uphold.
Well, what you're trying to say, without saying this exactly, is you're an elitist fuck.
A little bit. Because it's like, I don't want to be the worst person in the room at anything I'm playing.
Okay.
So it's like, if I go to, like, a tournament or something, like, I want to beat at least one or two people in the room.
You want to be the very best?
Comboed!
High five! Nice. That was totally by accident. Sleepy God's is good at this game sometimes, only when he's talking about stuff, because if I'm sitting here just like zoning out playing Dr. Mario instead of watching whatever the fuck we were watching, I kind of suck, and I'll just sit here cussing at myself. Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
Oh, I do that. But I just have the inclination to not be the worst. Like, if I go to a tournament, right, in like Tennessee or wherever, the first thing I do is I go and I scrim everyone in the room. Invariably there's someone that I fucking dick stomp and someone dick stomps me and...
Yeah, I'm not the worst guy here.
Yeah, like, it allows me to form a kind of tier list based on who dick stomps me how hard.
See, I get that kind of. Like, I used to play Magic the Gathering a lot, and the few Friday Night Magics I went to, I never wanted to be in last place, just because, nobody wants to be the guy in last place at a pseudo-tournament kind of thing. But the first time we went, we went thinking we could just play, because my dad was stupid. He didn't look at anything about it. He just took us to Friday Night Magic. We had decks. They're like, those aren't legal. And we're like, we didn't think so. So we bought new cards, which was cool. So I got a base deck. I think it's called like Teeth of the Predator or something. And I added some cards I had gotten from boosters. And made it super annoying, just life-gaining deck. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to hit right down there. God damn it.
Now I got double red.
Yeah, talking instead of playing. Okay, but it was a super annoying life gain deck, and my thing was, okay, I'm going to keep myself alive long enough to get a big creature to do some damage, because, you know, starter health is 20 health, and not every deck is going to have life gaining abilities.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was also a card in my deck that if I play it and I have more than 50 health, I win.
Oh.
Yeah. So, the one guy I beat, this guy was playing a one-shot, or a one-turn kill, artifacts deck. I don't remember what exactly he was building, but he made, he made a really strong artifact on his side of the field, and then he hit you with it, and you were supposed to die, because it did like 60 damage. Well, I had 120 health whenever he did this.
Oh, so you didn't die.
He hits me. I have 60 health left. I draw my card that if I have more than 50 health, I win. And I say, I win. And he goes, heh. And I go, and I play it, and I win. And he goes, oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That guy took home first place. I took home not last place because I beat the guy that took home first place. And my brothers were pissed because I beat the one guy that was like he shit stomped them. He one-shot them. He was killing everybody, and then I beat him, and they were mad.
You know,
that's stupid. You only beat him because you gained all the life. I was like, hey, my deck just happened to counter his. Not my fault.
You know what made me really happy one time while playing Street Fighter? This guy, I was in a Discord like for how to learn the game. Cause, you know,
Well, is it the one the beginner tourneys that you made me join?
Yeah.
Because you're like, hey, we need one more guy to compete in this tournament, and then it turned out they needed like 7 more guys to compete in the tournament.
Because people dropped out. It's like, what the fuck?
I was just mad. It's like, I got the game, installed it overnight. The very next day, you're like, you want to compete in the tournament? I'm like, clearly fucking not. I've never played this game before. But you know what? Sure, man. Let's go ahead. And then we played all morning, and then I played in the tournament. And I took 1 round off of a guy who did pretty decent. So, I mean, I didn't feel that bad about it. But I never fucking did that again.
Oh, yeah, both the people we lost to got in top 8, didn't they?
Yeah.
Because I remember we were talking about who would beat whose guy on stream.
Yeah.
Whose guys would beat who. I remember I really liked playing in tournaments for that because, you know, I usually got pretty far. I had that benefit going for me. But my happiest moment in that game was some dude was reviewing my VODs. Because, like, we were just shooting the shit, and he asked me to review his, and I was like, okay, yeah. And I sent him mine. And this dude was ranked higher than me. Not by, like, a lot, but he was, like, a full, you know, league or whatever above me. And I was like, you want to just, like, you know, scrim a little bit, you know, kind of do some sparring, as it were? And he's like, yeah, sure. So we go first to 10. I kick his ass.
Nice.
I think I beat him 10-1. And he's like, "What the fuck?" And I was like,
"He's not good against Ken."
No, he was Ken too.
Oh, well, that doesn't mean he's good in a mirror match.
Fair, but he was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You're not the same fucking guy in that VOD." And I was like, "Yeah, I am." Like, you just watched me play for like an hour in those VODs. Did you really not come up with like a game plan or anything? Did you not?
See, I don't get that at all. I just fucking play, dude.
It's one of those things where...
That's my thing.
It's one of those things where I don't necessarily have a game plan every time, but there's a certain way you should play to win a matchup. So it's like, if I'm playing against... oh, fuck, I can't think of it right now.
My thing is, like, I was never the study guy. Like, I never fucking studied in school. I did good, you know, obviously I graduated, but I mean, I had good grades in almost all my classes. Yeah. Barring the ones that I just completely ignored homework for because, you know, it was non-applicable shit. I'm not going to need to know chemistry. Realistically. I don't want to go in, I don't want to become a chemist. I don't need to know chemistry. Not the math side of chemistry. I should change that. I'm sure I absorbed some shit that'll like come up years in the future, and I'll be like, oh, thank God for chemistry. Like right now, it's just like a pool of fucking information in my head that I don't need and I didn't really ask for, but I had to take it because you need to take fucking 3 sciences because I didn't take one my senior year.
But for me, it's not necessarily that I'm studying. It's so much that I absorb information.
Not studying.
Well, no, it's not. It's not that. It's like I can watch something without the intent to study, and then I just learn it from watching it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
Like, for example, when I was playing Street Fighter actively, I would watch streams a lot. Not really to learn, but just to watch it because it was entertaining at the time. And then I would pick up little tricks, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. And then I would, do it. Or like I'd see something, and I would just like barely note it at the time, but then, lo and behold, it comes back up.
Yep.
Because, I've never been a studier in school. While I do believe that effort trumps talent, I'm medium in both. I've got a decent bit of talent at most things I try, and I'm willing to put in a bit of effort. Like
Too much effort.
Yeah, like in League of Legends, right? Like when I really jumped up in rank, because I was, I was like silver 3 or whatever at the end of one season, and then next season I'm gold 4. What happened was I sat down and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna learn every single one of my lane opponents' cooldowns. And so I sat there and I made flashcards for myself, and I memorized every single cooldown I could possibly have to know.
Right, sure, lunatic.
Yeah.
Well, then you're not possibly have to know. You're not accounting for non-meta picks. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that.
No, I looked at what is it called? Champion GG.
Champion.gg.
The one with play rates, and I went to mid lane because that's the lane I was playing.
Yeah.
And I went the first 30 picks.
Okay.
And I learned all their cooldowns.
All right. Well, I mean.
So I still could have gotten surprised.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of surprise, especially like if you would have done that like this season.
Oh, this season it wouldn't have worked.
There's so many like things that you can play anywhere. It's crazy. Like the meta for that game has changed so much.
Yeah. But that was what I did, because I was like, I really want to improve at this. I hate not being this level of good at whatever I'm doing here. Because while I wasn't the worst, it was just the fact that I wasn't far enough away from the worst to be comfortable. You ever have one of those?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't get super competitive with video games. Well, especially not, like, when I was younger, sure. Mm-hmm. Like, I loved playing shooter games on PC. Mm-hmm. Now, my badge of honor for a long time was that I would get kicked from lobbies for, people accusing me of cheating. Mm-hmm. For various reasons. Aim, like, claiming I'm aimbotting, wall hacking because I was sound whoring back then. Mm-hmm. And before that was like a common terminology. Shooting fast, like going into pistols only matches and just firing super fast because for one reason or another I'm one of those people that can click retardedly fast, but I mean not for very long, which is why you also need to aim properly because you're not going to want to click at 60 clicks per second for 6 seconds. Mm-hmm. You want to do that for like 0.5 seconds tops.
I know my badge of honor was that whenever my friends needed to take someone down a peg in Halo, they called me. I remember there was this one dude, Gangsta Train, if you're out there.
I don't take console shooters seriously because they have aim assist though.
You can disable them in most games.
Yeah, but it hasn't. If there's something I can turn on, here's my thing. It's something that I can turn on, and literally the thing I got banned, or eventually banned from servers for, on games like Black Hawk Down and Crossfire, is literally built into the console version of the game, of these games.
Well, you know why people strafe in like Halo, right? Because it fucks up the aim assist. Okay. So, like, if you have aim assist on, you suck at Halo. Okay. It's one of those things that ends up being more detrimental. At least in Halo 3. I could be talking about
my really only... I didn't play that much Halo. Like, Halo was the game that I got. I played through the campaign. I finally got Xbox Live to play... Well, actually, I got Xbox Live to play Gears of War online. I didn't give a fuck about Halo's multiplayer. But I got Xbox Live. I got on. There were a bunch of fucking kids playing. And I was like, oh, okay. So this is just a dumb kids game.
I feel it.
And then I got my ass kicked by a bunch of 7-year-olds at one of them's 8th birthday party. And I was like, yep, going back to Gears of War.
I feel it.
He's got so many kids I heard playing Gears of War.
How many?
Like, I can't even remember a single one.
Yeah, admittedly, Gears of War is one of those games that always had a pretty old audience.
Well, because it's fucking gory as fuck.
Yeah. Like, I think I was always the youngest person I knew playing Gears of War.
Fuck me. I didn't need to do that.
But, like, I was that guy. My friends would call me whenever they needed someone to get their dick kicked in at Halo.
Who are you gonna call?
So I remember one time my friend,
Dude.
called me on the
Answer, by the
phone,
way.
and he was like, hey man, I need you to come kick this guy's ass in Halo. And I was like, okay. So, I get on Xbox Live, and it's this dude from Minnesota. He's like the only black kid in Minnesota. And
Donkey?
what?
Donkey?
No, it was his name was Gangsta Train. The only reason I'm saying it is 'cause it's so fucking common. Like there were a lot of numbers after it. Let me fucking tell you. So
really? He wasn't the first one to jump on Gangsta Train?
Yeah. So we do a best of 3. I wanted to be noted. I had not lost one of these in a long time at this point. We were playing on I think it was Reach. It was Reach or 4, and I won the first game, lost the second game by 1, and then the final game came down to a melee fight. And the way those work in Halo is invariably if you hit second, unless you have ammo in your gun, you're gonna lose. So
Wait, what?
yeah, because what happens is if you have ammo, you can just melee and headshot.
Oh, okay.
But if you don't have ammo, it's melee. So whoever has to get the second hit in later loses. So if you hit first, you win. So what happened was
there's the meme of the crappy melee system from Halo 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm aware of that one. I think probably from Arbiter and the Chief.
Mm-hmm.
Because while I'm not, a big Halo fan, I am a fan of classic YouTube series such as Arbiter and the Chief.
Yeah, I remember watching that when I was younger. It was really weird. My
friends were like, "Oh my God, you'd love Red versus Blue," and I didn't.
Red versus Blue, I really liked, but then when it got CGI, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I didn't get that far. I got like 3 episodes in, and I'm like, "Yeah, this is not for me."
I really liked it early on because I was like, this is really funny. It captures the show and kind of stupid people, and that's why I like it. But then at one point they started doing CGI shit. I think toward the end of the Reach stuff, or no, after that, I don't know. But I just did not enjoy that. I thought that was really stupid. I was like, why are you gonna CGI a machinima in like the classic sense of machinima, not like, because a little known fact about me, I used to make machinima. It was really kind of weird.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I used to make machinima too.
I sucked at it. I'm not gonna say I was good.
When I say I used to make machinima, I just made YouTube videos on my channel after I signed a machinima contract, and then
Yeah.
they didn't do anything that they said they were gonna do in the contract.
Mm-hmm. I just mean I made videos like with audio recording.
Oh, I know what you meant. I was just being a salty bitch.
Yeah, I know. I was just going on for the audience, but yeah, it was weird.
That was risky. I can't believe that worked. Fuck, didn't work out time.
I really enjoyed making shit like that at the time. I've always been like an artsy kind of craftsy kid. As evidence.
Not.
I mean,
ever.
The
first thing I did that was really artsy was video editing.
I wanted to be artsy because some girl in my first grade class was artsy, and I wanted to be better than her at it. And then it just stuck with me.
I can't tell if you noticed, but I'm super boned right now.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what your active
Charlie
plan
boned right now.
needs to be.
Fuck. Well, that's fucked.
You're in
Yeah,
some.
I'm done.
You might be able to salvage.
Nope.
Oh. All right. Well.
There we go. That was Dr. Mario. I didn't get to level 15. I thought I'd get to 15.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. This is almost an hour long Dr. Mario sesh.
Yeah.
I said we'll probably go like 20 minutes.
With our,
Like 20 minutes probably be good.
it's been so long that our cat Nuo is currently angrily meowing at us
I mean,
and cooing because she's a pigeon.
she has nothing to be angry about. Matt's home. Like I love how we had all weekend to record.
Yeah,
And then Matt gets home, and we're like, "Oh, hey, we're gonna record by the way, because me and Duke were lazy and didn't do it. We literally did nothing all weekend but play Kingdom Hearts."
yeah. That's like we played Kingdom Hearts and we went to watch the Game of Thrones. episode.
I so bad wanted to have 2 done, so he could go and get 2.8 from his friend.
That is on me. I did pick critical.
Yeah,
I'm 9 hours in.
Not only you pick critical, so it's gonna take you longer, but now I'm not playing that. I'm not gonna play it to try and get further along in it. I'm not gonna play that.
Mhm.
I won't subject myself to it because you're fucking up, like, and you actually like defending shit.
Yeah.
I played through Proud Mode on Birth by Sleep Aqua Story without really blocking that much.
Yeah.
I did a lot of dodge rolling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But guess what? I probably had fewer than 50 blocks.
At one point.
And one of the Mirage Arena challenges was to have 20 blocks.
At one point, the key mechanic of a fight was to block, and you refused to do it.
Because the one time I did actually block, it reset his reload. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't have to reload, so it canceled my opportunity to attack him, and reflecting the shots back at him did not do as much damage as I would have taking the opportunity. Dodge rolling out of the way and taking the opportunity to use a spell on him.
Yeah, the mechanic
So I
of
was
the
like,
fight,
fuck that. I was like, fuck you, Duke. I'll do what I want.
The mechanic of the fight, though, is that after you hit him, reflect it 3 times, he gets stunned,
Okay.
so you can open up on him.
Okay.
So you get like a full uninterrupted barrage or whatever you want.
Right. Or I can roll out of the way, jump in the air, cast a spell at him, and he takes more damage.
Yeah, but over less time. Or over more time.
He's still got to fire twice, and I do more damage. Your thing is he has to fire 3 times, and then I get to open up on him.
with more damage.
Does he take more damage as like a debuff?
No, it's just you have more time to deal damage to him because
Right.
he can't dodge you.
Well, I mean, I have cooldowns on my spells. I can only cast so many spells.
Yeah.
My cooldowns are refreshing while I'm dodging. I get to use it. I think arguably the difference is minimal.
Arguably, yeah. Arguably, yeah.
I don't know why we're arguing about this at the end of
It's fun.
our Dr. Mario podcast.
You know me. I like to argue for fun. It's
I-
half my shtick.
I guess.
I don't know, I'm one of those people where I'll take an argument just for the challenge of arguing it. You know?
No, you won't.
Yeah, well,
No, you won't.
I will.
No, you
Fuck
won't.
you. Well,
Did you
this
catch what I was doing there?
yeah. This has been Mario's bastard cousin, Dr. Mario.
He's not a bastard. I like Dr. Mario.
Well, I mean, he can still be a bastard.
Yeah, but why would you call him a bastard? Normally you call people bastards if, like, you don't like them.
I mean, that look he's giving you right now.
And fucked up. He's like, sorry, I did my best. You oh man, you really, you shit the bed there.
Is that patient dead?
What patient? This is just a pill bottle with a virus. We're trying to sterilize a pill bottle.
Why does he need more pills for that?
Well, you gotta kill viruses with pills.
How come when he puts in more pills into the bottle, less pills are there?
Well, because the pills cancel out whenever they hit the viruses and each other for some reason. That's why, he's not throwing 4x1 pills because it would cancel out. I'm playing God in a sense where I'm just guiding the pills down. I need to cut this.
All right.
Next time on Smashbox.